Hi, I'm Michael, the developer of Loopy. I've had some requests for a tutorial demonstrating how to reproduce the Lion Sleeps Tonight rendition that Billy Joel and Jimmy Fallon did. Unfortunately, Billy Joel couldn't make it, so you're going to be stuck with me, but I'll see what I can do. So what you need to do is you'll need to set up Loopy so that there's a tempo and a clock length set, which means you'll be able to just tap once and have the loop count in for you, and then record for the set number of bars and then count you out. So that you don't need to do any tapping other than just once to begin the process. That's what they did in The Tonight Show, and it meant that they could focus on the performance rather than having to worry about the timing of the taps. So I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing you need to do is to go into Loopy's settings, and you can access that by pressing this triangle button here, or by dragging the panel. Then Settings, and then Track Management. Now these are all of the default settings that will be there when you first download Loopy. If you've changed anything, you'll need to change them back. So you want to make sure that synchronized tracks is on, count in recording is on, and count out recording is enabled. And make sure count in quantize is set to the clock length too. These are more advanced features. I'm not going to explain them right now, but experiment, see how it goes. But this is what we need for this particular performance. So now I'm going to go back here and close the panel. So the next thing we need to do is set the tempo. So I'm going to open up the tempo controls, and if you drag the bottom of this panel here, you'll see that it changes views. You can also tap to toggle through. So we're going to the clock controls, and I'm going to tap out a tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you'll see it's gone about 116 BPM. We can also drag this slider up and down to change the tempo. I'm going to set it to about 120. Now you'll see it started, but we can't hear anything, so I'm going to add a metronome so that we can hear the timing. So I'm going to grab this control again and drag it over to the metronome controls. And we're going to tap this to turn on the audible metronome. You can tap this to turn on a flasher as well, if you like. We're going to leave it off. So now that we've got a tempo set, the next thing is to set the length of the recording we want to make. So we move over to the clock length controls, which are here. And you'll see there are various manipulations, and we've got the length indicator here. So you'll see right now it's set to 1 bar, and this light takes 1 bar to go around the circle. So we want to set it to 4 bars, which is the length of the bass line. So we're going to go multiply by 2, and now it's 4. So what that'll mean is that the recording will be that length, and it'll use that length to count in and synchronize so that it's all together. So the next thing we do is we sing the first part of the bass line. So I'm going to tap a track, and then it's going to count in, and then it'll record for 4 bars and then stop all by itself. So I'm going to start tapping, and you'll see the orange circle. Now it starts recording, and then it'll keep on recording, and when it gets to the top, it'll stop. I'm just going to swipe it to cancel because we don't want that recording. So now I'm going to sing the first part once it gets to the top. Whim away, oh 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 whim away. There we go. So that's the first. Now I'm going to record the second. Whim away, oh 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 whim away. Okay, so we've got the harmony. Now we can sing a chorus. I mean a verse. Like this. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lions sleep. Alright, that's quite enough of that. No one wants to hear that. So that's the basics. If you want to get a bit more advanced, you can record the harmonies of the chorus. So I'll show you how to do that. The trick is, instead of having to wait for a full loop to go around to sing the next part of the harmony, you can actually do it straight off the back of the first recording. So what that means is while the first loop is recording, you can tap another blank one and it will count in, and it'll start recording the second that the other loop has stopped recording. I'll show you how to do that. So I'll just wait for 1 bar here, and I'm going to start recording on this track, these 2 here. So you'll see, it's awful, but you'll see that both have been recorded pretty much straight after each other so that there's no gap while you wait for a loop to play back. Okay, and now you can reproduce the line "Sleeps Tonight." Go forth.